Hi, well, here we are again, back in the motorhome. So a little job to get done today, and that is our trip up to Brownhills. It is our habitation check today, and the engine kind of health check and mini service that they do. We've gone over 5,000 miles now in the first year of our time with this Auto Trail tracker, and it literally is 12 months to the date since we collected it from them. So I'm just going to take a little hop up the A1 to Brownhills and get it booked in and spend the day there while they do the work, and then we are off to the Eye Kettleby Lakes near Melton Mowbray, which is a site we've not yet visited, so we're quite excited about that one. It looks like it's going to be a great weekend weather-wise, so I will next see you as we arrive at Brownhills. So we are halfway through the day at Brownhills, and nothing has been brought to our attention that needs to be done in addition to the hab check and the service work. As you can see, Brownhills is quite well stocked at the minute. They've got a good selection of used motorhomes for most budgets. Promise I'm not on a sales pitch there. It's good to see a good selection back in. Just waiting to get the call now to say it's all good to go. So a little surprise on the forecourt is our old motorhome. This was Betty, our previous one, and she's back in stock here at Brownhills again. How nice to see her. So the habitation check is now all complete and the service is done. We've had to have a light unit replaced at the back under warranty, and there's no damp. Little issue with the wastewater sensor, that's a known issue with the auto trails for the waste tank. But other than that, clean bill of health. So I'm about to leave Brownhills, get ahead of the rush hour traffic, and we'll next see you when we are pitched up at Eye Kettleby Lakes near Melton Mowbray. So here's the start to the weekend. So we are checked in at reception, which was smooth because everything is paid in advance. They give you your pitch number again and the barrier code, and off we now go to find our pitch. So while we are driving down, this was £80 for the 2 nights for a super serviced pitch. So all the facilities that you need on your pitch. It is hard standing, and you can have your tow car or additional car with you at no extra cost. Southern close as well. And we'll take a little wander around the side with the dogs as we go. Finally, we have arrived at Eye Kettleby, and it's been a busy day. Early start to get the motorhome across to Newark, Brownhills, who I have to say have done a superb job for us again today. Very efficient, very helpful. As I think I mentioned as we left Brownhills, a couple of warranty pieces were completed that they'd spotted and picked up, addressed straight away. Nothing to worry about. And what we're really pleased with is the package we got with buying this motorhome last year meant that we get 2 years of habitation checks, and we also get 2 years of servicing for the cab end here with the Fiat. So today that's had, she called it a mini service. I think it's more of a visual health check and do the necessaries that they need to, just to make sure everything's fine at the front. That for us at the minute is quite a relief. Nothing to report. We've just done 1,200 miles around France for our recent May trip, as you may have seen on both YouTube and through our Instagram. And we're planning to go even further in the summer, so we're heading all the way down to Spain. So knowing that everything's in fine fettle and we're all good to go is not a bad thing. So we're here, Eye Kettleby. What can we tell you about this? Well, first of all, this is a number of lakes. I think there are 8 in total. Some of those are ornamental, some of those are fishing lakes. In the middle of each of these compounds that they've got, there are some beautiful ornamental lakes, which I'll get some snaps of when I take the little dogs for a walk. But there are big fishing lakes as well, which is a popular pastime for a lot of the people who use this location. The other advantage of us wanting to come and give this one a go was it was not too far from home, given that we'd got the hab check going on, because Jamie is driving over in the big car from home, and that is rammed full of all the stuff we've taken out of all these cupboards. So our first job this evening is going to be just packing everything back in. So I think it's going to be some nice little walks down into Melton Mowbray, which is not too far. You can go cross country past some old railway lines and down the main road that takes you from Market Harbour to Melton, drops you down into the town centre if you want to take a little walk round. But because we've got the car with us, we might even take a drive somewhere as well. That having lived locally and known this area for some time, I know there's lots of nice little garden centres which never go amiss. So, Eye Kettleby then. I think I said as we pulled off from reception, this was £80 for the 2 nights. It is fully serviced, so you've got the water, the waste and the electric on your pitch, and there are some Elson points just in the 2 corners. We're on the northern meadow, as it's described, and this is the overall site. I'll just give you a little look. As you can see, the lakes are scattered all the way around, and you can then see just in the middle here, look, the 2 little campsites. Look, this is the southern, this is the northern. Reception and the bar is all up here. Then they've got some lodges that people can rent for the fishing as well. Surrounded by beautiful Leicestershire countryside. Now we are on this northern quarter, which is this one, and I think we're on pitch 32, which is here. So we're just tucked in the corner. We came in over here, and we're on this one here. So we've got the facilities block over here. There's a little dog wash. There's another facilities block at the other end. Everything's recycled here, and it's out these ends that you can go off and walk into the countryside. Quite excited about having a little explore. So what I will do in a moment is I'll take you outside and show you the pitch and the setup, and then once we've unpacked all our stuff and we've got the motorhome set up to go, we'll perhaps give you a little look around when we take the dogs for a walk. So welcome to Eye Kettleby. As you can tell, I'm ready for this weekend. And I'll see you shortly. Okay, so on the pitch then, we have got our 16 amp electric hookup and the water, which reach just quite nicely around to our points on this vehicle. And then what we have got is a waste grate as well. So we've just used our collapse hoses to pop that in there. And as you can see, it's quite a spacious site, so I'm just in the bit where Jamie will arrive shortly with the car. So there's space for him to pull up. But as you can see, nice pitch. Can tuck over. And then what you've got is a nice gravelled area for your sitting in the evening. Maybe some sun this weekend. And as you can see, nice hedgerows with pitch 32. And then just across here, you get the lakes. And there are some lovely waterfalls down in the middle there too. So only 2 issues to report from the habitation check today. And the first one is this, the notorious auto trail waste levels. Now, in the hour or so that I've been here, we have had this beeping as full. We have it at 0% as empty. And this is a notorious problem if you look on all the forums. And today Brownhills have pointed out that we've got gunk somewhere on our sensors in that tank, and maybe for us to purely clean all of that out. To be fair, that's something that we've done quite regularly, but it just doesn't seem to solve the problem. And the other little issue they've pointed out is this. This is the pipe for pulling the valve on the wastewater. Now, interestingly, this is the second one of these we've lost in transit. We lost one when we first bought the motorhome, and we lost this one again about a couple of months ago. Brownhills didn't have the part in stock, so that's going to be another order one job, but we don't quite understand why this is the issue. This one has remained in place, but there is something about this particular fitting, whether it's because of the way you have to pull on it to release that valve? Does it weaken the joint? Maybe something for us to look at and maybe consider fixing a bit more sturdily when we do get the replacement part. So these are the facilities blocks that are in like wooden cabins, really. Very beautifully landscaped. So the toilets are here. Dog wash facility and dog shower. And then just opposite this, pictures go all the way around, and there's this lovely central grass area, landscaped, which has got another one of the lakes. As you can see, a lovely fountain at the end. The two cabins there are the other toilet facilities. And we're just here on one of the service pitches. A really nice site. Grey day, we've had some rain, hoping this sun will come out. And this is the setup for the Elson points. These nice little huts. And that's the other facility blocks at this end. So this is the lake's bar and tea room. They offer entertainment on quite a few nights. And it's just a short walk from the campsites back here. And then to the left, you've got the main reception area. This is where you have your arrivals. Then you walk into this cabin that is the reception and shop for just your small bits and pieces. As you can see, there's outdoor seating for this time of year. Lots of people come and visit here just as a place to visit for something to eat or an afternoon tea. And this is the southern pitch with the lovely bridge that takes you through to the bottom lake. This was the later addition to the site in 2018, I believe. And this takes you up to the facilities block with the pictures all the way around the side.